So, thinking of catching your cruise ship from Shanghai? Sounds exciting until you realize Shanghai Cruise Day is basically finding the cruise ship, immigration, plus China first-timer chaos, all packed into one morning. And if you miss one detail, wrong terminal, payment doesn't work, visa confusion, you can easily turn dream cruise into why am I sweating in a taxi at 7 a.m. So in this video, I will walk you through the most commonly asked questions about cruise ship departing from Shanghai, and I will cover visa, transportations to the cruise terminal, tips at the terminal, payments, timing, and backup plan. And hopefully by the end of this video, you will have a better understanding on how to take a cruise ship from Shanghai. Alright explorers, time to projecting. Let's start with the number one question. Do I need a China visa if I'm only in Shanghai for a cruise? Here's the honest answer, yes. Unless you are qualified for a visa-free arrangement, you will not require a visa for your cruise if you are A. from a visa-free countries. Currently, these countries are exempt from visa to enter China, varies from 30 to 90 days. B. from a country that qualifies for a transit without a visa program. Basically, if you are in one of these groups, you can simply book your runway tickets to Shanghai and pass immigration upon arriving using these visa policies. For example, you can fly from the US to Shanghai, board the cruise ship, disembark your cruise in Shanghai again, and then fly directly back to the US. And if you would like to discover more about Chinese visa policy, please check out this video I made covering the latest China visa policies. Now, here's the smarter travel move. If you are unsure, don't try to test your luck by arriving on embarkation day. Arrive one night early, because visa questions plus immigration queues plus port traffic is not something you want to gamble with. After you have arrived in Shanghai, getting to the port terminal can be a little bit confusing, because Shanghai has multiple terminals, and getting to the wrong terminal is the last thing you want to do. The common ones you will hear are Wusongkou International Cruise Terminal. This is the major one used by big cruise ships, and about 95% of the cruise ships are departing from here. Shanghai Port International Cruise Terminal. This terminal is close to downtown along the river. It is less commonly used, but it can happen depending on your itinerary. And sometimes Waigaoqiao Terminal. This is a very unlikely situation, but possible depending on the operations of the cruise ship. So please don't guess the port based on random Google search. Your correct terminal is the one that printed on your cruise e-ticket confirmation. Make sure you double-check the location and plan your transportation accordingly. Here's the travel hack. Once you find the terminal name, save the English name, the Chinese name, and the full address as a screenshot on your phone. Because on embarkation morning, your taxi driver would not struggle with your English pronunciation of Wusongkou. After you have located your cruise departure port, the next question everyone asks is, can I land in Shanghai and go straight to the cruise? Technically, yes. Practically, I wouldn't recommend it. Here's why. You are stacking risks. Flight delays, immigration queues, traffic, port terminal confusions, and check-in cutoffs that don't care about your excuses. So, for most travelers, the best strategy is arrive one night before. If you are flying long distance or it's winter season, consider 2 nights. Think of it like insurance. You are buying yourself calm, and if you arrive early, great. You get to enjoy Shanghai a little. If you want to figure out what to do in Shanghai for a short transit, check out this video here. Let's talk about cruise checking. At the terminal, you will usually need your passport, your cruise tickets, booking confirmation, and whatever China entry permission that applies to you. Some cruise lines may also ask additional forms depending on current policies. But the core is your passport, cruise booking, and entry eligibility. Now another common question. Will the cruise line take my passport? Sometimes yes. Many cruises collect passports for immigration process at a port, then return them later. So don't panic if this happens, just keep a photo of your passport and your key details saved offline. Now let's talk about the logistics. Shanghai is big, and the cruise terminal are not always the tourist central. If you are traveling from airport directly to the port terminal, Pudong Airport is about 50 kilometers away, and Hongqiao Airport is about 40 kilometers away. And if you are confused about Shanghai airports, you can check out my video about everything you need to know about these two airports. If you are departing from Shanghai downtown or Shanghai railway station, it is about 35 kilometers from the port. Regardless of where you are departing from, here's the rule of thumb. Plan 60 to 90 minutes by taxi, and on a busy morning, it can be longer. So here's a safe play. Leave early, don't plan it exactly on time. And if you can, pre-book a car through your app. Now, if you would like to be a little bit more challenging and avoid traffic by using public transport, catch Shanghai Metro Line 3 to Baoyang Road. And from there, you can easily reach the terminal by a short taxi ride or a shuttle bus. A very important note here, you are not allowed to walk to Wusongkou terminal. You are only allowed to enter the port area by a car or the port shuttle bus. This rule applies when you disembark from the cruise ship as well. Now let's talk about timing. Most cruise ships give you a check-in window. Do not arrive before the check-in window because the terminal may not be open, and the majority of the Chinese tour groups will be waiting there to get on the ship. There is a chance that you get stuck among these tour groups and end up queuing outdoors just to get aboard. But also, don't arrive too late because the terminal has security screening, different lines for different passports, unclear signage, and surprise queues. And yes, some terminals have English signs, but don't expect full English support. So use this method. Have everything ready in one folder: passport, bookings, screenshots, terminal info, hotel info to facilitate your check-in. Finally, the nightmare question. What if my flight is delayed and I miss the cruise ship departure? Cruise lines have strict cutoffs. If you are late, it can be very hard to get aboard, and catch up at the next port is usually complicated and expensive. So here's your insurance plan. Arrive at least one night earlier than the cruise ship departure. Have travel insurance that covers missed departure if possible, and keep the cruise emergency contact number accessible. This is exactly why I push the night before rule. It's not about the luxury, it's all about not losing your entire trip. And finally, you might be asking, does the cruise ship accept credit cards? The answer is yes, but make sure you also watch my video on how to pay in China and the videos on how to set up local payment wallets such as WeChat Pay and Alipay. Let's recap the Shanghai Cruise Survival Checklist. First, visa. Confirm based on your passports and your route. Second, terminal. Don't guess. Save English name and Chinese names and screenshot them. Third, arrive one night early. Reduce the risk massively. Fourth, transport. Pre-book if possible, especially on the cruise morning. Payment. Alipay and WeChat Pay with your international credit cards and a little bit of cash as backup. And the cruise morning folder. Everything in one place. If you do so, Shanghai becomes much easier for your cruise ship departing. I hope this video is helpful and it helps you with your Shanghai cruise ship departing. Don't forget to check out my other videos on this channel. Project out for today. I will see you in the next one.